Hello and welcome everyone. I am Priyanka from Paper Studio, and today we are going to be making this beautiful card here. This is a double pop-up box foldable card. It can fold flat here. You just fold this one flat like that and just pull this back, and then you can pop it in an envelope and do it a flat mail. There is a little bit bulk as we made some pop-ups, and as well as we did some matting here, some layering. But otherwise it's a very quick and easy but yet very gorgeous and beautiful card, perfect for any occasion here. So the paper pack that I'll be using, I'll show you. So the paper pack that we will be using here is Rainbow Garden from Paper Rose Studio. This is a 12 by 12 collection. They also have a 6 by 6 in this same design and also a basics pattern paper for the same. And so there are 12 double-sided pattern papers. You also have a bonus at the back with sentiments, colorful, beautiful sentiments. So that's the first sheet. These are beautiful 3 by 4 journaling cards, can be used for folios or even cards. And that's the back of it. They also have this colorful half-inch strip at the bottom of each page, and they can be used for making various things as well, or even matting for your sentiments. This is the second sheet here, and that's the back here. I love this shape in very particular. It's a wooden pattern with a colorful theme that's going on with the paper pack, and those are the flowers. And this other one here, the butterflies, this beautiful tree, dragonflies, and then the papers repeat themselves. All right, so then the next thing, so this one is Rainbow Garden Florals Carapaths, and there are 6 designs, 3 of each design, and they are need to be fussy cut out, and it's a very good quality 300 GSM. All right, and the next thing that I'll be using here is embossed die cuts. They have a glazy shine to the elements here, and they are already pre-cut for you. So for example, this I have already popped out all these from the sheets and they are ready to work with. So this is the other thing that we'll be using. And the last thing is all occasions sentiment sheets. They are the same sentiments in the black and the white background, so they are perfect for, as it says, all occasions. So a few of the sentiments from this I'm going to use in my card. Now let's start. For the base, we will need a cardstock that measures 9 by 6 inches. On the 9-inch side, we will score at half inch, 2.5, 6.5, and 8.5. Now let's fold. So the first score line is going to go on the mountain fold. Then we fold on the valley. Similarly, we do the same here towards the back and then towards the front. Let's finish this and then you will have something like this. After that, take your pencil and we will make a point of 3 inches on this half-inch hinge. So from here, I will mark 3 inches and then on this line as well. Similarly, I do the same thing on the other side. Mark at 3 inches and then like so. Okay. Now, take your scissors and the point where we marked here on the hinge where we have scored, from there on this side where we marked 3 inch, I'm going to taper it a little bit down like that till the score line and the mark point. Similarly on this side, and then we are going to cut this off. I'm going to take my craft mat and my ruler and I'm going to cut off the upper part. So from here till here, half inch where we marked our 3-inch mark, just like that. Similarly, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Like that. So this is our card base for the middle part. Now let's build the boxes on the sides. So there will be 2 pieces of cardstock that measures 3 inches by 8.5, and I have scored at half inch, 3.5, and 5.5. Do the same thing on the other piece. Keep these aside. Now we will take two different strips of cardstock. Again, these measures 1 inches by 8 inches, and I'm going to score here at 3 inches, 3 3/4, 6 3/4, and 7.5. Similarly, the other one, 3 inches, 3 3/4 inches, 6 3/4, and 7.5. So these are going to be the hinges that goes inside for supporting our pop-up pieces. Now I am going to fold on all my score lines here and burnish this nicely so that the lines are very neat and crisp. And so we will get a box kind of structure just like that. It's like a rectangle, and I'm going to glue this down together on both the pieces. There we go. So our two boxes are ready. Now let's do these ones. So simple, again the same thing goes on this ones as well. So I'm going to fold on all these lines on a mountain fold, and then I'm burnishing this, and let's not connect them together right now. We will connect this with the base that we made earlier. So this part here goes like this. It's going to get connected over here. Let's do that together. So again, I'm just going to quickly spread the glue here and then connect this piece with this hinge. If you want, you can burnish this. There we go. And now this part, this hinge, let me taper the corners like this and like that. And I will put the glue on this hinge here. And I'm going to make it flat like that and fold it so that it takes its natural position and our card lays flat when we post it in the mail. So there we have the one side, the box is completed. Similarly, we do the same thing on the other side and connect the other box piece. Now let's make the pattern paper strips and mat all this. So you will need two black mats of 3/7/8 by 5/7/8 inch. This is going to come right in the center here and here. And then you will need another white mat that will measure 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. This is going to come at the back so that the user can write a message for the recipient of the card. All right. And then there will be two mats that measures 1/7/8 by 5/7/8. They are going to go over here. And then we need four mats that measures 2/7/8 by 2/7/8. 1, 2, and then 2 at the back. So it will be 3 and then 4. All right. And then four mats that measures 2/7/8 by 1/7/8. It's going to go over here, here, okay, and then here, and then here. So you need four mats of 2/7/8 by 1/7/8. So let me quickly do all these matting, and then I will share the measurements of the pattern paper with you. Now for the matting, I have cut down this sheet from the paper pack, and the matting pieces are, so one piece that measures 3 3/4 by 5 3/4, and two pieces that measures 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. These will come over here. And then for the front, I have taken out the ones which had the floral pattern on the bottom of the sheet, and these are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. These are going to go in the front, and these ones at the back. And then I cut four pieces of 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, now let's quickly put them all together. So that's the front of our card base, and then this is the back here. All right, now the next thing that we need to do is put in our pop-up pieces, these rectangles. So I will put glue here and here. These are the base hinges, and I'm going to stick it inside, lining this up with my card. making sure that I'm putting it in the center like this. If you are not sure, you can eyeball this or make pencil marks, and even you can fold your thing flat and then it will take its natural position and you don't have to worry about the correct placement or anything like that. And see, we've got some hinges on which we can build our pop-up elements. So similarly, I'm going to do the same thing the other side. So that's our pop-up base ready. Now let's decorate it with the elements. Let's start to build our pop-up arrangement, and for this I am taking the elements from the cut apart as well as the embossed die cuts sheets, and I am cutting it according to the length that I need for the pop-up boxes. So usually I try to make a symmetry on both the right and the left side so it looks more gorgeous. Now I'm putting a house on the left side on the last hinge here and the window on the right side here. Now the gnomes are very small in size that are going to get on the second hinge here. So I gave it a support of acetate, that's a transparent plastic sheet that helps you to give the illusion of things flying or in the air. So the acetate here helped me to make the gnomes a bit taller so that they are visible from the front. And then I'm using these small thin strips of ½ inch of the acetate and putting on the first or the third or the fourth layer to give it illusion of the bird butterflies and the dragonflies flying in the air. In the similar fashion, I'm going to complete the right side pop-up box. Now let's move to the middle part of our card. Okay, so we will need 3 pieces of cardstock. So one piece is 4 inches by 1 inch, and I have scored at 1 inch, 2 inch and 3 inch, and I'm going to fold it like that to become a cube. Now we are going to stick this here at the bottom of the card, a little bit away from the bottom, so it's going to be like a ½ inch gap, and I have put my glue on the first hinge and the last hinge, and then I'm just spreading this. So first, this first hinge is going to get stuck on this part here on the base, and I'm keeping a gap of like almost ½ inch here. And when you're sticking this, make sure you are not going over the score line. It just should be snug with the snow line. Okay, like that, and then you fold it like that, and then you close your card. Press it until it's dry, and then you open this up. You will have a pop-up piece like that. All right, and then the other piece here, this is 5¼ inches by ½ inch, and I have scored at 1/7/8, 2/5/8 and 4½. Okay, so again we've got a rectangle like this, cuboid, and then I'm going to stick it over on this side. So again I'm going to put glue on the first and the last hinge. So this part is going to get stick over here. Okay, and now I'm going to go almost to the bottom like this, not leaving much gap. Okay, like that. Let it dry, and then I'm going to fold it like this and then close my card. Press it nicely so that it takes its position, and there we have another one. Okay, now let's come to the third one. This one here is ½ inch by 3 inch, and I have scored at every 3/4 inch. So it's going to be 3/4 inch, 1½ inch and 2 1/4 inch. So we have equal size, and it's a cube again like that. And then I'm going to stick it on top. You can take it down a little bit because we are going to put a sentiment on top, and so I would say let's keep it over here, almost 1½ inch, and again I'm going to fold it in half like that and close my card and press it. So there we have it. Now the sentiment that I have chosen for the top is wishing you a wonderful birthday. So try to make something that's almost 4 inches or maybe a little bit less. And I have stuck a piece of foam tape at the back of this so that we have a little bit of a dimension here, and the sentiment really pops out. So I'm going to put a gap of at least ½ inch or maybe 3/8 inch from the top. And there we have got our thing. Right now I'm going to put a butterfly here, maybe like that. Looks pretty here. Okay, now if you have some leftover pattern papers, then you can cover these black parts with the help of small leftover strips from the pattern paper. I'm going to do that from the inside and the outside, and in the end I will show you. Now let's quickly complete this part here. Okay, and then here I'm going to put my gnome. But before that, let's do one thing. So I want to put this over here. So just like this, small piece of acetate, I'm putting it over here so that our flower arrangement has some support. So maybe let's just do it a bit down. Okay, let's just stick my gnome first. And I'm going to let go a bit down so that it looks like it's standing on the floor. Okay, and then from the front part here, I'm going to put this one over here. Now at the back of the center, I'm going to put this window here. So I've put a layer of chipboard at the back like that, and then I'm going to stick it over on that side, the center here. So you can take it a little bit up or down depending on what frame you're using for the base at the back. So now it looks a bit fuller and really good. So I can move my butterfly a bit on the top like that. Now we can put some sentiments again on the sides to complete the whole look. So that's just completes the whole look of our card. Now at the back, when you are putting some message or something, then you feel that these parts are not looking good, so you can put another two windows here. So one can come here at the back like that, the other one can go just like that. So it gives an illusion of something at the back as well when the recipient reads the message. And so our card is complete. I hope you guys like this one and you will give it a try. And it was really quick and easy to make. Once you have all the elements ready and cut, then you can just quickly put it together. And if you want, you can also put some backing at the back here so that the card remains more sturdy and it is not very flimsy. Okay, so you can cut out 4 more pattern papers to stick at the back here, and you can cut off the extra acetate that's coming out of these elements here if you like, but otherwise it is not really visible, so it doesn't matter much. So there we have it. The card is ready to go, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching.